up, you guys? It's Cassidy and I'm back with another video. Today I filmed a full face of first impressions. I was so excited to finally make a video like this just because I love reviewing products. Of course, I love trying out new products. Duh, what YouTuber doesn't like doing that? I was really excited because this was the first time I did anything like this on my channel. So it's kind of different but exciting and I really hope you guys enjoy it. I have a ton of stuff. So if you guys want to see what I think about these products or how they look on my face, then just keep on watching the video. Before we get into it, if you guys want to see more videos like this, like a full face of first impressions or a one brand tutorial, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel just to get all that stuff out of the way. Let's just jump right into this video because when it comes to new products, I talk a lot. So let's jump right in before I continue talking even more. I'm so excited because I've seen so many people do videos like this and this is my first time doing it. What the hell's going on with me here? Let's just jump right into it. I am gonna start with my eyes as always. I don't have a brand new eyeshadow primer, so I'm just gonna use a concealer. This is the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I've never used it before. I'm just gonna try it out just to have a little bit, somewhat of a base for my eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow, today I actually have two eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to give a try. I have this one by Sleek. This is the Beautiful Sin eyeshadow palette. I love Sleek Makeup's packaging. These are the colors in them. I'm excited to dive into these, but I did notice that most of these are shimmers. We only have three matte colors, this light brown, this darker brown, and this black eyeshadow. So to get more of a range, I'm gonna go in with this palette, which I'm also excited to use. Look how beautiful this packaging is, although it has my fingerprints all over it. This is by BH Cosmetics and it's their Bronze Paradise Eye and Cheek palette. BH Cosmetics has stepped up their game like nobody's business. This palette has 9 eyeshadows, 1 highlighter and 1 bronzer. I'm gonna try to like dabble in these eyeshadows as well. I'm gonna grab this center color right here and I'm gonna bring that all across my crease with a Sigma E40 brush. It's a little bit darker than I expected it to be, but I'm not mad at pigmentation ever. I like that a lot. Super pigmented, very easy to blend. I'm taking this color right here. This is a gorgeous pink shimmery color, and when I swatched it, I was like, wow, that is pigmented. So I'm gonna pick this color up with a flat shader brush from Sigma. This is an E55 brush. And then I'm gonna put it on the first half of my lid. So I'm just keeping it on the front half of my lid. These eyeshadows are really nice because when you slide them on your lid, they really get packed on there almost as if they are wet. But this is definitely a dry eyeshadow. Now on the outer half of my eyelid, I'm gonna go in with this darker, this is sort of a burgundy shimmery color. So I'm gonna put that on the outer half of my lid and sort of blend it into that pink. These eyeshadows are very pigmented and super shimmery, so I think they apply best with a synthetic flat brush. This one is a concealer brush by Sigma. It's the F70, and I feel like this one is packing on color way better than the first one that I was using. I'm now taking a smaller blending brush. This one is by BH Cosmetics and it's part of their Rose Quartz collection. It's the number 6 brush, and I'm just blending out the edges of that purple color because there's definitely some harsh lines there. I'm also going to pick up this brown color. This is one of the 3 matte colors in this palette. Tap off the excess and then just use that also to help out blend the color. Bomb.com. I love this palette. Now to highlight my brow bone and inner tear duct, I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics palette and I'm using this color right here. It's a very pretty champagne color with more of a yellow undertone. So I'm going to put that right underneath my brow. Just fluff that underneath. And I'm just popping it right into my tear duct. Geez, these eyeshadows are amazing and really easily blended. I'm very impressed. Moving on to liquid liner, I'm using the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. It has a felt, I think this is a felt tip liner. Oh no, wow, this is really cool. It's actually a brush tip liner, which is really cool because usually these pens have like a felt tip where it dries out really easily, but these are actually all little bristles that are just pointed together. So let's do this. Okay, so I went really far out and dramatic with this one, but I guess I got the full experience of it. It's not the blackest eyeliner that I've ever tried, but I do like it. I think it's really good. You can be really precise with this one because the brush tip is actually like super sharp, which I love. For mascara, I have a new one by BH Cosmetics. This is the BH Bliss Lash. It's this really pretty gold packaging. I actually haven't opened this. Oh, that's a fatty. Okay. I mean, I feel like it's decent. It's not anything mind-blowing. I still like my L'Oreal Lash Paradise better than this one. But either way, I am going to put on lashes today, so mascara doesn't matter too much. These are the Mega Volume Ardell lashes in the number 250. I'll just apply one on camera because it takes me forever to apply lashes. I have to have time. I have to be relaxed. My chakras have to be aligned. And I gotta pray to the lash gods. I'm going to just pop them right on. I like to use a tweezer for the inner part of the lashes. They look super dramatic, super pretty. My lashes are on, and while I'm waiting for the glue to completely dry, I'm gonna go in and do my brows. I am using this Sleek Brow Kit. It's just this little duo. It comes with one cream color and one eyeshadow. Again, I love their packaging. It's just like very plain, very simple, and sleek. So I'm actually going to try out both. I am scared to try the gel because I only use pencils or shadows to fill in my brows. But I'm just going to try this cream color on the tail end of my brows and see. Okay, not too bad. That looks pretty. Now I'm going to use the eyeshadow for the front portion of my eye. Just because I'm worried about it looking way too harsh. Okay, I can already tell that I don't love this because it's a very warm eyeshadow color. I don't like warm tones for my brows just because I don't like when my brows look orange, like when they have that orangey undertone. So I'm going to try to stick to the cream because it doesn't look too warm to me. I'm usually worried about using creams because I hate when my brows look too harsh. I try to make little strokes of hairs, again, to add to that like natural brow look, and then brush it out. I'm actually not mad at this product. I like it because when I went to brush out the cream, it brushes out really easily. Very nice. I actually really like how my brows came out. Okay, now we can finally move on to the face. So what I'm first going to do is I'm just grabbing these wipes from Pixi. These are the Makeup Melting Cleansing Cloths with chamomile and grapeseed oil. I'm just using them to clean up underneath my eyes because I got some eyeshadow under there. They feel a little rough. I would love to use these for taking my face makeup off, but I think just the texture of the towel would be a little bit too rough for my eyes. The first thing that I'm going in is with this Revlon Photo Ready Brightening Primer. I believe this has been out on the market for a while, but I've never used it. Wow, a lot comes out on one pump. I'm going to dot it all over my skin. And then I'm just going to blend it out with my fingers to get like the full feel. That feeling where you feel like it's filling your pores in, it's definitely that kind of primer. Primers like that are not my absolute favorite. I usually like more of a moisturizing, tacky, like lotion-like primer. So today for foundation, I'm trying out a new foundation by Revlon. This is the Revlon Youth FX Fill and Blur Foundation. These are brand new by Revlon and I wanted to give them a try, so let's see how this goes. I have two shades. I have 210 Sand Beige and 200 Nude. So I feel like these both are a little pale for me. Luckily, I have a third one that is extremely tan. This is in 400 Caramel, so I'm kind of just going to make a concoction of all these three and see how that works out for me. This foundation definitely feels thicker. That's my first impression. Is it is a thicker foundation. It's not liquidy. It's more like a cream feeling. And to apply that, I'm actually going to use my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which I absolutely love, and just blend that into my skin. So the coverage is good. It has pretty decent coverage. I mean, that pimple is still showing, but I would say it's medium coverage. Okay, let's see. When I take a closer look at my foundation, I feel like it is emphasizing my pores a little bit more, and I feel like it's kind of just sitting on top of my skin. It could be because it's a very like thicker cream foundation. On camera, I think it looks great, but when I look close up to my skin in a mirror, it just kind of looks a little bit cakey. So that's that. It's not extremely terrible, like my skin isn't melting off or anything, but I just do feel like on first application it emphasizes my pores a little bit, which I obviously don't love. I'm just gonna move on straight to concealer. I have two concealers here. This is the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer, and I also have this Infallible Total Cover Concealer, both of these obviously by L'Oreal. I absolutely love the Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, so I'm definitely excited to try the concealer version. Looking at this in the bottle and just on the applicator, I feel like it's going to be a little bit too tan for me. It might not be as brightening as I want it to. So if it's not as brightening, I'm just going to go in with some of these and try to add more of that brightness under my eyes. I'm going to apply that under my eyes. Oh my god. First, I love this applicator, this doe foot applicator. It's really like flat and applies a lot of product, so I love that. And then to blend that out, I'm using a Precision Foundation brush by EcoTools. I've been obsessed with this brush to blend out my concealer because it's slanted, so it just like fits perfectly around my face. Let's blend this bad boy out. Okay, wow, that's really nice. Super pretty. The coverage is amazing. And it doesn't show up as dark as I thought it was gonna be, but I do still want it more highlighted, so I am going to go in just to try this palette out because I haven't tried it out yet. On an EcoTools large shadow brush, I'm going to pick up this third color here because it looks nice and brightening. I'm just packing that onto my brush. Pop that right under my eye because I really like a bright under eye, so I really like to just brighten this area up. I just personally love that look. Okay, L'Oreal. This is beautiful. Like, I did not even have to use so much product. That went on beautifully. Can you guys tell the difference? This is super bright and then this is kind of just like the same as my skin tone. These concealers are very creamy as well, but I love the coverage it has. That's beautiful. I'm so impressed. Now I'm gonna set my face, and here I have the Pixi Quick Fix Powder. Oh, how weird. It has like a little mirror on top here so you can like look at yourself. Okay, so I'm twisting this off. Ooh. Oh, that is so cool. There's a little puff here. Does the powder come out of here? I'm genuinely confused. Wait. Oh, okay. So I twisted this off and then there's a seal right here. So I cleared that and then I'm gonna twist this back on and it should come out the puff. It may have gotten a little darker in here because my battery died. Anyway, so since I took the seal off, I guess like, oh, yep. Powder comes out of this fluff, but the fluffy thing doesn't come off. I don't know how I feel about just putting powder on like this. I guess we'll see. This feels kind of funny. Okay, the face is powdered. I definitely have to go in with a brush and just kind of like brush all the excess powder off. I actually like the powder. I just am not sure about this application because I do want to get tightly under my eyes. So I am just going to open this up and take my little setting brush from Real Techniques. Just pick up a little product and then I'm going to push that right under my eyes. So I definitely think this is a cool idea, but you still need a brush afterwards just to blend everything out because it doesn't exactly go on the most smoothly with just this little puff. But I definitely think it's a cool product. I can already tell the foundation is caking up around my nose. Like it's separating, and I feel like if I try to blend it all in, it's just gonna come off. Yeah. The more I try to blend it in, I just feel like it's totally coming off on my nose. I don't know if that was the primer, the foundation, or the concealer that was on top of everything, so I'm just not really sure. But let's just move on. For bronzer, I'm using this BH Cosmetic bronzer. This is the Satin bronzer in the shade Totally Tan. Again, how pretty is this packaging? So I'm just gonna take that, whirl my brush around in it. Ooh, that's a lot of fallout. Okay, let me tap more of that off. This looks really tan, so I'm gonna try to take as much of that off as possible. Oh wow, that goes on so pretty. Did you guys see that? It just blended out so seamlessly. Usually when I put bronzers on right away, they'll have a harsh line at first and then I'll just continue to work at blending it. But this goes on really, really nicely. I like that a lot, actually. And then I'm just going to use that to contour the sides of my nose, even though my nose is looking a little crazy already. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's totally separating right here on my nose. I'm also using a BH Cosmetics blush that I've never used before, obviously. This is the Bahama Bronze Floral Blush. I am taking the number 3 BH Cosmetics Rose Quartz brush. I'm just gonna pick a little bit of that up, pop that on my cheeks. Ooh, whoa. Okay, that's super pigmented. Note to self, tap off the excess. So when you use a smaller amount, it'll come out something like this. If you use a heavier amount, it'll come out like this. I'm definitely gonna try to just brush that out a little bit. It's pretty, it's just super pigmented, so be careful. For highlights, I am using BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight 6-color palette. I haven't used this on my face, but you can see I definitely swatched them. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, I will leave my Instagram down below, so go ahead and follow me right now. I did swatches of this on my arm and I was like in awe of how beautiful they looked, so I could only imagine how pretty they're gonna look on my face. I'm using an EcoTools controlled setting brush. I am gonna mix a little bit of Dream, this one here in the middle is Dream, and a little bit of Glow. So Dream and Glow, I'm mixing those two, and let's see. Wow, beautiful. Although it's a very blinding highlight, I feel like the first swipe that I put on was pretty subtle. Like, I think if you wanted to only use a little bit and you don't want it as bright and intense as this, you could still do that and it looks really pretty. A little bit for the tip of my nose, and a little bit as well on the bridge. So that's pretty much it for the face. I am going back into the Bronze Paradise BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna use this blue color under my eyes. I'm using a liner smudge brush from EcoTools. Very, very pigmented. Okay, so I went in on the lower lash line. I am just gonna grab this color again just to intensify the highlight on my inner tear duct and connect it with that blue color. Then I'm going back in with the mascara and I'm gonna put some on my lower lashes. For lips, I'm using a BH Cosmetics lip liner. This is in the shade Sandy. So I'm just gonna line my lips with that. Okay, that liner is extremely nude. To bring back some color, I'm gonna go in with this Pixi lipstick in the shade Peach Blossom. I'm not gonna go in intensely with it. I'm just gonna dab it on to see how intense it actually is. Okay, it's not too crazily intense, but it is a pretty peachy color. It's really nice. I'm gonna go in with this Clinique Chubby Plump and Shine Liquid Lip Gloss. This is called Enormous Nude. That's a really pretty color. And last but not least, I'm gonna set my makeup. This is a makeup fixing mist with rose water and green tea by Pixi. They sent this to me. I was so excited because I know so many people have been raving about their new face mists, and they have a bunch of them now. So I'm excited to try this one out. I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit. Let's do a test spray first, actually. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, that just like spit at me. Let's try that again. Wow, no. That comes out like very harsh. Okay, I can't. I'm drenched in face mist right now. Ugh, that makes me so sad because I love the smell of this, but dang, this thing sprays like my makeup is officially done now that I was squirted with that spray. And I do feel like it made my makeup look really nice, but this squirter was just not good. It was like really like shooting at my face. So this is the final look. I just want you guys to get a full-on view of how my makeup looks. Okay, you guys, so that is finally it for this video. I feel like I've been talking for a million hours. If you guys want me to do more videos like this, I can totally get that out for you. Just leave it in the comments down below. I can either do like another full face of first impressions with all different products, or I can do like a one brand tutorial kind of thing. So if you guys want to see that from me, let me know and I can definitely get that out for you. Just comment down right below. Once again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching it as always. Please don't forget to subscribe because you know how much it means to me from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.